Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the first ever N07 Podcast. I'm doing this more or less as an experiment, so it's a bit rough around the edges right now, but we'll learn as we go along. I'm Andrew Bluette of N07 Productions, as always, and with me today is...
Frank Fleury, also of N07 Productions.
Dr. S. Storm, also known as Solar Storm of WBE Productions.
Wacko the Christian Bible Clown, also known as PT
What?
Wacko the Christian Bible Clown,
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Keep
your
up,
hearing,
Nadal.
man?
Also known as PT Platinum from Dead Ring Studios.
Yeah, oh my god. What a note to open on. So, tonight we're going to be talking about three topics. Two are big in particular, one especially. The first topic we're going to discuss is the Destiny beta. How did we all feel about the Destiny beta?
I loved it. I am very much looking forward to the full release.
I had to change my pants, man.
Originally, I thought it would be a lot like Borderlands, but it seems a lot more like Mass Effect or Star Wars to me.
Yeah, wait, Mass Effect or Star Wars isn't like the Old Republic or...
I think you mean
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars
Like the Star
in
Wars
general.
universe, and then just...
Oh.
Like, I'd say universe-wise. Gameplay, I don't... I'd relate it more to Halo than Borderlands.
To me, Destiny feels like Halo and Phantasy Star Universe had a lovely
exactly
Saturday
what I was
evening
thinking.
together. Yeah, they had a lovely Saturday night together, and then 9 months later, Destiny plopped down and is just like, oh, look, we've got something here. Let's tout it to the world.
It's if Phantasy Star Universe had the pace of Phantasy Star Online 2 and had an actually good Ranger class.
When we first saw like Destiny stuff, I kind of theorized that it was going to be a combination of Halo, Mass Effect, Borderlands, and a couple other games I can't remember off the top of my head.
It's pretty Borderlands-y with the whole skill tree system, but I absolutely love how getting skill points and actually upgrading your skills is completely separate from the actual leveling up.
Yeah.
So, for the beta, which is kind of understandable because it's a beta, the level cap was a monstrously low 8.
Even
Not
though
like
that's
18, not 80, 8.
That's almost half of the level of the full game, and even then, like you said, progression in the game itself, like skills and whatnot, does not entirely depend on your level.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
more of just kind of attributes and the way that you've applied your skills. Kind of like, I want to say EVs in Pokemon.
Yes, effort values. And for those of you who don't know, effort values in Pokemon basically determines a Pokemon's stat growth over time.
It seems like they just sort of ported over Old Russia. Like, that's the actual Old Russia. And so if you were level 20 and fighting level 3 enemies, that would get very boring very quick.
True.
And so I think that's what they're... Like, there were even, like, caves and bits that people would go into, and they would find, like
Level question
level
mark
20s,
question mark.
whatever. Yeah, there would be question marks. They found an ogre, which was... It's just, like, the big boss of the hive.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Cody
so
ran into one of those.
Yeah,
they
did.
find
Pretty
things...
terrifying.
Yeah. Who played the moon?
Um,
I never got a chance
While it was
to.
available, all that we did, we just kind of... Well, Andrew and I ran through the, just the actual moon mission and, like, stayed along the lines with Nick just once. That's
Yeah.
really it, though.
yeah, because unfortunately I was egging on because I really wanted to do the Iron Banner, and I
Same
just
here.
figured that the moon would just be one mission and nothing else. And unfortunately, Cody went in like an hour into its availability, and he spent his time like an hour and a half exploring
the actual
everything.
full overworld, like, that they thrust you in, instead of just the linear mission area.
Yeah, which, to be fair, the moon looks very pretty.
It really
so
does.
It's got that going for it. It's got Destiny in
The
general.
whole game looks pretty.
It does, especially on the
Oh, yeah.
360, which is 9-year-old hardware. And it's surprising because
Pushing that shit as far as it can go.
yeah, like the Halo 4 did before. I played the PS3 version the day before it went down for maintenance, and I thought it was going to look better. I thought it was going to look better between the 360 and the PS3, but the PS3 version, in my opinion, looks kind of like ass. Like it's got more jaggies, and
Yeah.
it's the textures.
And more compressed.
It looks way more compressed, which is weird to me, considering the power behind the PS3 compared to the 360.
I think it's because Bungie's more used to, like, they've worked with the 360 ever since the 360 came out.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
so they
have more experience
comfortable
with that engine. They haven't done anything with the PS3.
Yeah.
So,
they would be more comfortable with those limits as opposed to those of the PS3.
and the PS4 and the Xbox One, they're completely new, and they've been like hankering down working on those two consoles, primarily PS4, and so they don't have as much going for PS3.
To be fair, the architecture of the PS4 and Xbox One are remarkably similar, so it's easy to work on those as if they were PCs. Whereas the PS3, it's really foreign, and Bungie's never worked on the PS3 before, so it's understandable.
All that Japanese technology and Blu-rays and shit.
That cell processor.
Destiny coming to Wii U.
I'd love to see Bungie make something for the Wii U.
The thing is, that actually brings up a good point, because they're bringing Destiny to the 360, which is inferior to the Wii U. But they're not bringing it to the Wii U. Is it because,
it's probably licensing.
I don't see why it would be licensing, because if Destiny was on the Wii U, that can draw some sales to the Wii U. I'm not saying that it will, I'm not saying that it's going to be better on Wii U, but it can help the console.
That's true, but with the actual current lineup that we just saw very recently, it was E3 when all that craziness was shown with
Smash Brothers
yeah.
and Zelda and
Yep.
Bayonetta 2 and Splatoon. I'm really looking forward to Splatoon.
Yeah.
I mean, the Wii U really doesn't have anything going for it, huge right now.
Currently-
They have Super Smash Bros. Coming out.
But that's later this year.
Yeah, and they have Mario Kart.
Currently,
and that's,
they
right now, that's
don't have
console
much.
center.
Mario Kart 8 has kind of saved their asses, so they could actually stick around for long enough to get their really, really, really big releases out. Because Splatoon, promising as all hell. Bayonetta 2, amazing fucking game, getting an amazing, or hopefully amazing fucking sequel.
The developer was angry about that because, the concept art they showed, they changed the color of the moon, and he threw, this big temper tantrum about it on Twitter.
I think we're getting off track from the Destiny thing
Right.
here. But,
Well, that's the whole point of this. Well, hang on, though, that is kind of another topic, so...
Yeah, that's another topic we're going to go into later. With Destiny, like I said, it's an amalgamation of Phantasy Star, Universe Online 2, and Halo, and it works. It's one of those things, it's kind of like Kingdom Hearts, where you take two things that don't seem like they would mesh, and they mesh remarkably well.
Granted, though, it isn't really the direct essence of both of those things.
No.
It's just more the fundamentals of them. It's not, taking directly Square Enix Final Fantasy, big spiky hair, and then meshing it with Disney. It's, making it
mark?
It's just making it first-person shooter, moving very fast-paced, Halo, with, the actual big overworld and questing structure of Phantasy Star.
Okay,
And all that.
is everything in Destiny made of magic? Because anytime I get a headshot on something, it explodes and all this blue stuff flies out.
Magic. Ooh, with whimsy.
Have you ever
Magi
noticed
technology.
that? Even
I've noticed it.
with an assault rifle, it'll explode and all this blue mana or whatever. Even out of the stuff that's supposedly the darkness of the world. It looks like traveler magic. Woo! There better be an option to have the Grunt birthday party thing.
It's the Void!
The Void welcomes you.
Everything is glimmer.
Hey, you wanna buy some fucking magic?
Some fucking magic?
Yeah, Dr. Bog's sex wax.
The magic of fucking?
Everything is made of glimmer. Everything.
Even the glimmer.
One of the biggest complaints from players about Destiny is that there's no market system or auction house or trades between players. And Bungie's
This is a beta, so
no, the
they
thing is,
could add that in. That could be part
yeah.
of the expansion packs.
Yeah.
That could be part of the full game. We don't know yet.
Yeah, Bungie's maintained that the reason for this is so that every single weapon has a story to it, and every single person who has a weapon that has a story to it feels like they've truly earned that weapon.
Yeah.
I think if they do add in trading or whatever, it won't be at launch. That
No.
way you will
Yeah.
have time, at least for a majority of the players, to create their own stories,
Become
their own weapons.
acquainted and actually, have some experience with your own personal weapon and your own personal loadout and stuff, instead of, actually just going in, looking at the stats, doing all the min-maxing, see how it will all, upgrade and all that, and just trying to make the best possible thing that you will see everybody out there with. and end up falling into the usual just MMO where you will always see everybody with the same thing depending on their class. Like, you will always see warlocks running around with the same exact cloak, the same exact armor, with the same exact shotgun and same exact scout rifle. You would always see the same hunter out there with the same exact AR, same exact sniper rifle, all that shit.
What I like is it's random. So, like, if you like how this looks, but this thing is better armor, most likely, if you go with a thing that has better armor, you're gonna find the thing that you like how it looks that's actually better armor. Or better attack. Like, I found something like that.
And this also kind of ties into the decision to have the Crucible, which is the multiplayer PvP, locked off until you reach level 5, which I'm totally for, because there are a lot of people who will buy games just so they can play competitive multiplayer. But at the same time, this is going to
so they don't get completely fucked.
Yeah, just as well. It'll give people a feel for the game, but at the same time, it'll alienate a lot of potential customers, because there's a huge percentage of gamers out there who buy games simply for online multiplayer.
Don't buy an MMO for the PvP, guys.
There you go. Never get any MMO-style game for PvP.
If you do, you're stupid.
Bungie doesn't call it an MMO, though. They call
I know,
it,
that's
like
why
an
It's
FPS,
MMO
BNG, LOL, something like that.
Yeah,
It was some really weird acronym.
It's MMO styled. It's basically an instance MMO. It's structured very much like it, but there's no like server browser or anything. It's not massive.
No big mega servers. No blocks that you can just immediately switch to find your friends. No, all that you really have to do, you just have to you just have to join your friends through, like, a sort of roster menu, like, just kind of a friends list, you know? You join your friends, you join their party, which is called a fire team, can have up to 6 people, right? But only 3 can actually go into the missions.
Which is odd to me.
I wish there was, like, some missions that you could do with 6 people.
Yeah.
Because I was in a party with 6, and we couldn't do a mission, we couldn't do anything. So we literally went in the tower and just found things to do. Solar was with me. We
Soccer.
did Duck Duck Goose. We did soccer. We did follow the leader. We all jumped off the building a couple times.
Everyone decided to have a dance party on the edge of the antennas while singing, We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine.
I wish we did that.
So many freaking times we've just danced, like do the hustle
yeah.
or safety
Is
dance.
that ever gonna get boring?
Do the hustle? Hell no!
No.
We've been doing that since Phantasy Star Universe. That's never gonna go.
It's true. The hustle actually makes a return in Online 2. Granted, it's on the market for, like, millions, so...
Well, I'm gonna pay 1 million Meseta just to do the hustle!
Hell, I'd do it.
Something I found out was, in the alpha, the ghost, the little Dinklebot, okay, if you saw the original E3 thing, he had no emotion in his voice whatsoever,
and people are criticizing that.
He had he had a lot less emotion in the alpha than he did in the beta, and because of that, they changed that. They had him record some of the lines, and they actually took out some lines. So like the thing that they sold out like immediately as they started making the shirts was the wizard came from the moon, and it showed like a picture of the ghost. Well, they actually had to take that line out. So now no one really knows what it's from except the people that played the alpha. So it's like this exclusive joke to them.
That's...
I mean, it may be in the full game, but in the beta it wasn't.
I actually looked on the Bungie store recently because I was showing Frank the t-shirts for the Warlock, the Hunter, and the Titan because he hadn't seen them before. And then I noticed that apparently there are banners for each class.
They're sold out.
Yeah, they're sold out until whenever, and they're $45 each. To be fair, though, they do look pretty bitchin'.
They
Damn
do.
right they do.
I was considering buying one.
I would like one, but $45? Holy crap.
Wait, is it an IRL banner?
Yeah.
IRL.
Oh.
But it's not made of iron. You guys want to talk about the Iron Banner?
I don't even know what it is. I just know it was some competitive.
It was pretty much the PvP Crucible mode, where instead of everything being like on a level playing field, wherein all your auto rifles would do the same amount of damage per shot, along with your scout rifles and all your weapons and all that.
So it was an even playing field.
Yeah, just in the Crucible. The Iron Banner, however, you go in there with everything that you've learned, like, in terms of skills and everything that you actually have in terms of armor and equipment in the missions, and you go in there and fight other people and all that. So, a true MMO PvP experience.
Oh.
Just as well, I tried, I wanted to get, also during the Iron Banner, if you get 100 Iron Banner like points, so you get to rank 1, then you can buy like legendary aesthetic items for each of the classes.
The cloak for the hunter is so
Yes.
badass.
There's the cloak for the hunter, which looks friggin' awesome. The sash for the titan, which also looks awesome. And then you've got the bond for the warlock, which it's a warlock bond. It's an armband, but it looks nice in that it's metal.
It's got like the vines on it, which is awesome.
It looks nice.
Look at my pimpin' bracelet.
I got this ring for my bicep. Look at it.
Damn, that bicep ring.
I will smack you with my ring arm.
I got a quote. With my ring arm.
Don't make me arm smack you.
An engagement armband.
Well, what would that be like? Would that be like an arm-filling two-man thing where you just like whoosh?
No, it's just like a freaking charger from Left 4 Dead just charging you with his ring arm.
Oh god. Charger!
No, you just take off the ring arm. If the world chooses to be my enemy, I will fight like I always have.
Okay, what was your guys' favorite class?
I only played as the hunter, and that suited me very well. Anybody who knows anything about me knows that I will almost always gravitate towards the like
Sniper.
ranger, sniper, stealth guy, and that was exactly what the hunter was. Oh yeah, and if he knew he uses knives.
I started off as the Titan and maxed him out. Then I made a Hunter. I think I enjoyed the Hunter a bit more than the Titan, but I was gonna try out Warlock. I made the character, but I never had a chance to play as them.
I mained Warlock, and I tried out the Hunter as well. I love the Warlock. It is basically suited to me wonderfully, because whenever I played games, I usually try to go balls to the wall tanky, but in the past few years, I've been going for more mage kind of stuff, and the Warlock fit the bill for me.
If you were going balls to the wall, I would definitely say Titan.
Well, Titan's the Berserker, yeah.
Ironically, Titan's the one class I didn't try.
Titan is the defensive, also kind of damage dealer, like, because when we played with Nick, he was a Berserker, and whenever we went into the Crucible or the Iron Banner, he was always the one at the top of the team. Not just because he was fucking awesome, but...
He was balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Like, the way Bungie described it is, like, the Titan's, like, the main, like, tank, and the Warlock is, like, the support thing. And I don't remember what they said about the Hunter, but really, he's a sniper.
Yeah,
exactly.
I tried the Hunter, and funny thing about the Iron Banner, I got the Warlock bond, and I got the Hunter's cloak at the very end of it. It took a while for me to really get my bearings in the Iron Banner with the Hunter, because at first I wasn't completely leveled up, and you will get wrecked if you do not level up to the max and stuff like that. You will just get fucking destroyed. I loved the sniper rifles, though. The sniper rifles are just so beautiful in this game.
Best weapons.
They're really well done.
They really are. It's not often that you can say that about a sniper rifle in a game.
It's very easy to use, but it's also, like, pretty easy to dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's sniper rifles are my baby weapons. They're the ones that I always choose. If there's a choice between any other weapon and sniper rifle and katana are in there, then those are always like my two choices.
I went Warlock through most of it. I started the Titan, got to like level 4. I enjoy it a little bit, but I enjoyed Warlock a lot more.
Undead Space Wizard!
Undead, really?
Yeah,
Magic.
well, we did kind of start the
undead.
game off dead.
Oh, yes, this is true.
All of us are undead. The Guardians are just... The Guardians are a zombie horde trying to defend the Earth from aliens. This is zombies versus aliens.
Oh my god, it is!
No, wait. This game is zombies versus aliens versus space zombies. So alien zombies.
No. Religious zombies.
Religious zombies.
So
Religion!
it's like Alien versus Predator in that the zombies and the aliens, there was an accidental mating ritual that happened or some shit, and then at the very end,
The
it's zombie
Predaliens?
alien. Yes, Predaliens. Shit, I didn't think I'd call back to that movie.
You know the guy who said, "I am the voice of the traveler, I speak to the traveler"?
The speaker.
Yeah.
The speaker.
Okay, I'm sure he doesn't think of it as a religion, but he looks like he does.
And he sells weapons on the side.
Yeah. Like, when I first saw him, like, so he's this religious speaker that sells guns to people.
Damn
Okay,
right.
I'm down with that.
He's like a southern priest.
He's like a southern priest.
So he's Mormon.
So he's Mormon?
No, he's Baptist.
He's Joshua Graham. Kentucky Fried Mormon.
The Burning Man.
The Burned Man.
I think Bungie needs to change a little bit about the competitive multiplayer. There are some things that need to be balanced.
Shotguns.
Shotguns.
The shotguns are actually pretty well.
I did
good,
some
'cause you have to
work
be
with the
point
shotgun.
The
blank.
shotguns
You have to be
are
point blank
okay
for that.
in the Crucible, but
Yeah.
throw them in the Iron Banner. If you don't have a shotgun, you are fucked. Which is exactly why I was always at the bottom of the game, because I didn't use shotgun.
I was using my shotgun pretty often in the Iron Banner, and I'd come second in the ranks, always
Right
under
next to
Nick. Which pissed me off, too, because I was always so freaking close, and I was trying to get that Iron Banner challenge.
I remember, like, that one time that you were so close. You and this guy on the other team. Nick was kind of hanging back a little bit, but you and this guy on the other team, you were, like, neck and neck the entire time, and you were getting so angry whenever you fell behind and just getting so competitive. And then suddenly, at the end...
Nick pulls ahead.
Of you both.
I was just like, fuck!
I thought you were gonna fucking kill someone, man.
The fusion rifle is horribly unbalanced for competitive multiplayer.
I actually really like the fusion rifle.
I haven't used it.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's like, right?
Yeah, it's like a railgun.
So I can understand that if you're going against a horde of enemies, like in like the open world stuff. Like, okay, I can understand that. It has its drawback. You can only kill one at a time with it. Yeah, but you're in competitive multiplayer. You only find one person at a time. So dead. Oh hey, there's some other guy. Dead.
Only find one person? Are you kidding me? I got double teamed so much.
Same here. That's the whole point of like actually being tactical in that whole thing. You kind of have to stay at the group because there was only
Well, I mean,
one game
even
mode.
if you
It
get double
was
teamed, you're gonna get one, if not both of them, with the fusion.
yeah. But then again, the other one is going to kill you, and then he's going to continue on his own and probably find, another group that's assaulting one of the control points.
Unless you go to one of the control points, or your control point's being taken, and you see the entire enemy team there. You see the entire enemy team there, and you're just like, oh fucking! You try to book
Solar
it.
grenades.
Yeah, you try to use a grenade. Which the grenades, I actually think that they're awesome, and they're actually balanced because it's not like you can just spam them. They actually have a cooldown.
You only get one, and it's well, not even you only get one. You get an infinite amount, but it's a skill, so it has cooldown. So you only throw one, and then you have to wait a minute to throw another one. And the grenades are amazing. Like, the Hunter starts off with a solar grenade. You throw it, and it burns people. It's incendiary. The Titans is a flashbang, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
think so.
But then
Yeah.
I actually managed to upgrade it, and it got even better.
Yeah, it's like a grenade, but it's also a flashbang.
Yeah, whenever you...
Flashbang through the door. Shoot the targets.
Whenever you actually upgrade your grenade, like get enough skill points and then it upgrades on its own, or enough experience, and then it upgrades on its own, you actually get a different kind of grenade. Like, say, you know how the Hunter had that solar grenade that burned people? Their upgraded one is a drone grenade, where you throw it down and
It throws like a drone field.
Yeah, and then, but if you, like, directly hit someone with it, then it, like, creates a bunch of homing drones, which actually, home in on them and just wreck their shit.
I really like the Warlock's grenade, because it starts off as, like, a void sort of vortex grenade.
That, like, pulls them in.
But then it turns into like all these spikes, and then you can even upgrade it to where it even homes in on people.
Yeah, you can upgrade it to, like, be, like, this glass shattering, and I love that.
Okay, just looking at it is like beautiful.
It is.
It is they're all beautiful.
Like, even if it doesn't even hit anyone, it looks amazing.
It does. During the Iron Banner, sometimes I actually got distracted by seeing one of those things, in both awe at how amazing it looked and utter fear, because I knew that if I got anywhere near that thing, I would get my shit wrecked.
What did you guys think about the maps?
The 4 maps we saw,
Fuck Sands of Time!
Sands of Time, yeah.
Wait, 4? I've only seen 2.
We got Sands of Time on Venus, we got a Mars map, we got a map on Earth, and a Moon map.
I didn't play the Earth map. Mars map? I don't remember the Mars map.
I didn't play the Earth or the Mars.
I only played Moon and Venus.
I've got footage of all the maps.
Oh, fantastic.
I liked Moon, but sometimes in the open spaces it kind of got annoying.
I don't remember the name of the Moon map. Wasn't
First
it like
Light.
First Light or something? Yeah. The Moon map, First Light was fantastic. I loved it.
I like the Moon map as well. At first, like, it took me a while to get used to it. But, like, once you get used to it, it was a really nice map. The Venus one, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about. Like, sometimes, like, it was fun, and then sometimes it was just, like, it just seemed like there were too many variables or something. It was just a flat field.
It feels more suited for, say, Halo Reach than Destiny.
Yeah. For Sands of Time on Venus, that was the first map we played, and I did not get a good first impression of the multiplayer. But, we gave it another shot, and it turns out that it is fun.
Yeah, and then the second map we went to was a First Light when we were actually able to, whip out our Sparrows and actually get a couple vehicles in the mix. And, have a much more wide open area with a bunch of variable environments.
That tanky vehicle, I think,
The
I'm not going
Interceptor.
to say it's overpowered.
No, it is
But
definitely not
No,
overpowered.
it's not overpowered.
Okay.
It's fairly balanced. It can just be really annoying. The one thing I really don't like about the vehicles is that you can use them to capture those control points.
But then again, if you pull in a freaking tank into this tiny enclosed space, you're pretty fucking stupid.
Well, it's not even tiny enclosed. It's actually very
Well, I mean, there
open.
was one objective in the Moon thing where, like, if you pull in, you either have your back to someone or you're facing a brick wall.
That's all of them on the Moon, but they're open enough so that you can allow the vehicles in, and it's
And
a
get
wide
them
open
out
space,
and,
it's a wide
actually-
open space so that you have a clear shot at anyone that may be inside. So, yeah.
And if you need to make an escape, then you can actually either just plain get out and deal with them yourself, and sacrifice your vehicle, or hell, you can even just back out and either sacrifice the control point or just shoot them.
The one thing I really don't like about the control points game type is that you really don't need to take control of the points. I saw this screenshot when I went to the Destiny forums on the BNet, and it proved it. This team had no control points the entire game, and they still kicked the other team's ass. So, is this going to be a supplement deathmatch? Like, is that because that's what it's feeling?
No, the point of control, whatever it's called, is the more flags you have, the more points you get per kill. So, obviously,
Yeah.
Seriously?
yeah,
That's pretty interesting.
Huh.
That, and you do also get kind of some bonus score like every couple seconds.
So it's like attrition, but it's also like,
Territories.
yeah.
So even if the other team has the other territories locked down, you can still win just by camping
Not
it out
dying.
and getting kills.
Yeah. I don't like camping. I want to talk about the radar in Destiny a bit.
Oh, good God, that thing's terrible.
It's very Halo-y, and it's not the best.
Here's the thing. At first, I hated it, but like eventually, once you get used to it, I mean, it's not so bad. I mean, at least then you know, like, okay, this guy is right around the corner. Now I've got my shotgun. I mean,
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's a little bit of a counter for that. People can still see it coming, but not as clearly.
Yeah, you just know the general direction that they're at, but
And
you
how
can
far
only
away they are.
Sort of.
and actually kind of if they're above or below you if you look closely at it.
Like, is it like a different shade or something if they're above
Yeah.
or below?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like Reach. Okay.
It's brighter if they're above you and darker if they're below you. And something I absolutely love, because, you know me, the stealth guy, if you're crouched and walking around, you don't show up on the radar, just like in Halo.
No. Every once in a while, you'll still transmit. Like, if you look like every, 5 seconds or something, it'll show like a
Yeah,
little
like you'll show up on, like your marker will show up on the radar, but not on enemies' radars, which is the thing.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's pretty much just there showing you, like, yeah, you know, your radar's still working, it didn't, like, break or
Okay.
something, but you're still there, but you're not actually showing up to them.
Yeah, overall, I feel as though that the multiplayer, it's not how I initially perceived it, which was kind of tacked on, but still had a bit of thought into it. It's more than that. It is a very satisfying multiplayer experience as it stands right now. Apparently, there's going to be, I think, 11 maps with the launch. I'm not sure.
Amazing. Please more moon maps. Please more moon maps. Give us a Pluto map. Pluto's a planet,
Pluto?
damn it.
Pluto confirmed for Destiny 2.
Introducing the first, not linear, no, the first completely circular map.
Yes. Yes.
We're playing Sonic Lost World / Super Mario Destiny.
Oh my god.
Super Destiny Galaxy.
Super Destiny Galaxy.
Spheres of Eternity, Pluto.
One of the Venus maps I played on RTX was like multiple levels. And
Yeah.
I really like that. I really like taking advantage of like the double jumping, the gliding, the jetpack, or whatever it is. Very on class.
Oh yeah.
I really like that. Like it seemed like some objectives, like some guys could just peer over the edge and just chuck grenades. But like other objectives, like I want to see more maps like that, where it's varying and like high ground, low ground. There are walls, like keeping it different. If you know what I mean.
Kind of like High Ground on Halo 3.
Yeah, like high ground on Halo 3.
I remember that.
I was about to say that.
Except with more, because High Ground was sort of a basic map. You've got the top
There
of
was
the
a
hill.
big stretch of just nothing.
There was, and you know that's how Halo works. They've got a lot of variation in their maps. But with Destiny, they're trying to.
Blackout. I'm saying like in terms of how good Bungie actually is in terms of like making variable maps, like with multiple stories. And even if it is close quarters with like something like Blackout, there's still a lot of like very open areas.
Yeah, like on First Light, you've got sort of a rat's nest kind of feel from Halo 3 with it. You've got the outer part of it, which is for vehicles, and you can still take them into the sort of inner parts. And it's not like just people on foot are completely excluded from it, because they can take on vehicles. It's just you have to do it in groups, use your grenades, and actually shoot the drivers, which is not that hard to do.
That we haven't mentioned yet. The supercharges.
The supercharges.
Oh my god.
I honestly haven't really used the supercharge much in multiplayer.
Oh, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, no. You're missing a lot, man.
In multiplayer, I can never find like a group of people at once. I've done it like once or twice. So normally what happens is I run around a corner and I see some guy. He tries to punch me. He sees me just skyrocket straight up and throw a Nova Bomb like straight down. Like I just fucking wreck his day right there.
I never actually got down. What was the... Well, hang on. First, let me actually explain them. The supercharges, I'm gonna draw another allusion to fucking PSO2, because that's the one that I know, and that's where I've actually seen the most parallels, like, between anything else besides that and Halo. They're like the photon bursts, or photon blasts, my bad, wherein, you, like, overkill enough enemies, or you take enough damage yourself, and you charge this meter for a special kind of attack or ability.
Or even, if your friend uses it, then, like, how many kills or how much damage he inflicted on the enemies, he emits orbs, which will, like, increase, like, your supercharge meter.
Yeah, which will fill your meter. In Destiny, you get an ability depending on your class. The one that I used as the hunter, it was called the Golden Gun, wherein you pretty much just summoned a fucking like pistol of like a golden pistol of light.
We heard you like firearms, so we put fire on your firearms, which are on
exactly,
fire.
And it's burning, which is awesome. And it gets 3 shots. It's a one-shot kill, incredibly accurate,
and it's timed.
Yeah, and it's timed. So if you don't use those 3 shots quickly, then you'll lose it.
It's like 10, 15 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did the Nova Bomb do, or Vortex, or whatever it was?
The Nova Bomb was basically like a tiny nuke.
Yeah, that was the one for the Warlock. Like, what exactly happened?
You like a lot of the time, at least for me, I would always jump up when I would do it. I would never because it has a little bit of a bullet drop, even though it's not a bullet.
Yeah.
Like what you would do is you do like a Dragon Ball thing where you just have this big orb of like purple light, and you would throw it, and it would explode and kill
Frieza's
anything
death
around.
ball.
Yeah. And you can upgrade it to where it would home in on people, or it would spread into 3 different ones, and then those would explode.
Ooh, nasty.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that upgrade, but that's gonna wreck people's
Nasty.
days when that...
The Nova Bomb, like, Frank, I think you remember when I used it, when you, me, and Nick were just doing story missions. That thing has saved our ass once or twice.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
there's
during
like a
the,
whole bunch of enemies just boom. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
We lost them.
Oh, it was, what was it? The Devil's Lair. When I actually saw it, and I was like, holy shit! What the fuck was that?
I don't know if it was Devil's Lair. I think I remember we were inside, like, this rectangular room for one mission while, Dinklebot was trying to work this terminal or whatever.
Oh
I
yeah,
think I
no,
used it
the other defense thing, like with the big, like when the big like eyeball kind of circle things first showed up, like the big
Yeah,
spear
that's what I'm
enemies.
thinking. That's what I'm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That one at Devil's Lair, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you said. Okay. Yeah.
Me and Solar happened to find rocket launchers there. And so we would shoot it with rocket launchers, go up close. I would just spam my shotgun. I would use a Nova Bomb, and then I'd just go hide and wait for it to recharge.
What, against the machine god, like the boss of the fucking beta?
Sepix Prime.
Yeah, like, I would just run around, look for shotgun and rocket ammo, and then just, just use all the heavy ammo stuff.
Yeah.
Throw my super, and then just run and hide and take out the little things here and there.
There was a point where I was playing against Sepix Prime with Nick and Cody, and because I was out of ammo at the time, I decided to say, fuck it. I jumped up and I just knifed Sepix Prime in the back.
Ugh.
It actually did more damage than one of my bullets.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, hang on. You said knifed, right?
Yes.
So then you were a hunter?
No, yes, Hunter.
Well, it's because you have, like, a freaking machete. The hunter has, like, a machete as a knife.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, like he stabs people with.
I love that knife.
Oh yeah, each of the classes, like in Borderlands, have their own special melee attack. The hunter gets the knife. I'm assuming the Titan just like punches people.
And the Warlock gets Force Push.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
gets Lilith's. God, speech. Her little
sirens.
force push kind of thing.
Did we go into the Titan's ability that much?
Oh yeah, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
The Titan, basically, it was just this uber-charged ground pound that just destroyed everything within a certain radius.
Armor
And-
lock.
It was it was a forward attack. Wasn't it like if things were behind you, like they would get damaged but they wouldn't die?
Yes.
Okay.
It was like a frontal cone. It wasn't like
Oh, really?
completely around you.
Just fuck
Um,
yo shit.
But like
Pretty much.
one time I got like 4 kills in a row. Not with the blast, but what I did was in Crucible, there were people in an objective. I jumped up, activated it, slammed down on 2 people, weakened another one, shot him, and then like knifed the other guy.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Okay, I think we've been on this subject for like 40 minutes. So, you think we should move on?
Well, is there anything left to discuss about Destiny?
Not really.
Like, opinions?
Is anyone getting the Ghost Edition?
I am not.
Ghost Edition.
How much is it, and what does it contain?
$150. It's a teal container, which is a steel container for the box.
Is it
It
teal
has-
steel?
Yeah.
Teal steel.
It's teal steel. No. You know the Halo 4 limited edition box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. And it comes with a big book, which is like a field guide that shows all these, like, all the stats of all these different weapons and enemies and, like, armor and so on and so forth. There is stickers.
Stickers.
Oh boy, stickers!
Oh boy, stickers!
I feel there's some other stuff. There's in-game stuff, like exclusive weapons, armor, and then a skin for your ghost. Yeah, a skin for your ghost, which is like this red and white thing. And then you also get a red and white actual ghost.
Oh.
Like a model of a ghost.
A Dinklebot.
A model of a Dinklebot.
And like you press a button and it'll like light up and like say like lines that like they recorded for like Destiny or whatever. Like it'll like say this room is filled with pre-Golden Age artifacts or stuff like that. I mean, I went out and pre-ordered it immediately.
That wizard is from the moon!
That alone is probably enough to get me to pre-order the Ghost Edition, maybe.
Yeah.
But if I go to GameStop right now, I don't know if they'll have any more copies, but I'll ask.
Maybe.
You have to put down, it was between $30 and $50 to pre-order.
Usually for something like that, it's usually like $25, but
But how much is the whole thing? $150?
$150.
Ouch.
But the thing is, retailers have started canceling pre-orders for the Ghost Edition, particularly Walmart, because of overwhelming demand and low availability.
Everyone wants that Dacobot.
It boggles my mind, because why would you allow them to pre-order if you, like, were you not given, like, a certain amount of, like an estimate of the amount of copies you'd receive? Then again, it's Walmart, so.
Bungie even said, like, they want it to be, like, truly limited to, like, those very few people. They don't want it to be, like, Legendary Edition, where almost everyone had it.
Yeah, Frank, you got that, in place of Standard Edition.
I got mine because mine broke, like, at that time, I was stupid enough to have my Xbox, like, standing up as they showed in the advertisements, and so it scratched my Reach disc. I'm like, damn it. So I went to GameStop. They were selling Legendary Edition for $80, not $150.
Which is the MSRP for Limited Edition, which I got.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, well, I'll buy this instead of a new copy.
Shit.
So, Destiny Beta. We all liked it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And,
Done and done.
And it comes out September 9th.
How many people here for sure will get a copy September 9th?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I am more than likely
Damn
going to pick up a copy for the Xbox 360 and Xbox One because, for one,
Thank you for not abandoning us.
Yes,
Same
that's one of the things. For one, data transfers in between the two consoles, and two.
Oh yeah, it's constantly transferring between the two.
Prepare to be like Ivy all over again. Remember Ivy?
God, I remember Ivy.
Yeah.
Ivy is Cody's main from Phantasy Star Universe.
When we started the game, she was like level 70 or something.
And when it ended, she was like level 120.
It was 124, and then he just stopped and let the servers close.
Yep. I remember I let the service close when I got my Dark Wings. I fulfilled my quest.
I remember I just kind of like stopped before that. I got fucking pissed at you guys and was like, no, I'm not gonna play again because you guys just decided to leave me the hell behind and just do a ton of shit without me.
This is true.
Assholes.
But yeah, and because there are I'm getting the 360 copy as well, because I still have many friends that have 360s and either are not prepared or not prepared. Either don't have the funds to get an
We're
Xbox
not worthy
One.
for Xbone.
Not worthy for Xbox One. Either you don't have the money for Xbox One, or you're just not interested in getting one at this time. For example, Frank, I think you're more interested in getting a Wii U this year.
Damn right I'm more interested in getting a Wii U, but at the same time, I just don't plan to have the money. The Wii U not only is cheaper, but actually has a lot more stuff that I'm looking forward to.
At this moment in time, which will get us into a topic in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, are we done talking about Destiny?
I would say so.
That's about it.
Yep. I'm done.
So our next topic, this is kind of a mini topic that was just added because it was announced a few hours ago. EA is launching an Xbox One exclusive subscription service called EA Access. As the article reads, for $5 a month or for $30 a year, you can have unlimited access to a slew of EA games, and apparently it's currently in beta with FIFA 14, Madden NFL 25, Peggle 2, and Battlefield 4 available. And if you remain subscribed to the service, then you can get access to certain EA games 7 days before they're released. And if you decide to buy these games, then you can have all the data and progress and saves carried over to the full retail release. Just as well, you can get a 10% discount on any EA digital products while you're subscribed to the service.
So, is this, like, you sign up for the service and you get to play the game early. Do you own the game? Or, like, what is it?
I like to think of it kind of like Netflix in that you have access to it, but you don't own it.
Oh. So, you have to be connected online?
Yeah, I think so. That's what it's sounding like.
EA Steam off Steam, pretty much.
Yes.
That sounds interesting. Like, I'm paying $30 a year so that I'm able to play Battlefield games whenever I want. Even early before it comes out. Play Peggle.
Yeah, but the thing about Battlefield is that when's the last time a Battlefield game came out and was
good before, not even before launch,
at launch.
This is EA. I'm surprised they didn't include Titanfall in this.
Well,
Yeah, that's
that's just currently what it has now. That with more titles being added soon, games that will be eligible for early access and save
that
copy
EA
over
Sports,
are
though.
Games that will be eligible for early access and save copy over are Madden NFL 15, NHL 15, FIFA 15, NBA Live 15, and Dragon Age Inquisition.
All of that EA Sports, though.
EA Sports. Where's Battlefield Golf?
It's a DLC.
Oh, I forgot about that. There was like a golf game that showed off at E3, and there's a Battlefield map.
And it's just, yeah, that just woke the audience up.
I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, golf, yay, sports, what the fuck is this? And it's like the exact graphics of Battlefield. He hits a golf ball, it hits the ship, and it's Levolution, it crashes into the shore. Like the actual Battlefield 4 map. I'm like, what is this?
Oh my god.
It's kind of like the insane thing that just popped out of nowhere during Microsoft's conference with Dead Rising 3, whatever the fuck that was called.
Yes.
Let's get a name.
Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Capcom Edition X Plus HD something.
Alpha.
I'm looking up the name. Where is
You
this
have to do
name?
a voice with it.
Google. Okay, it's it is. Hold on. Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha Prime.
That wasn't fun. Come on, do it again.
Come on, say it in the super epic voice.
Super Ultra
Do
Dead
it
Rising
with
3
your
Arc. Super
Do it
Ultra.
with your best. Do it with your best
Do it for the
Macho
vibe.
Man impression.
Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha Prime. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Macho Man approves.
Okay.
Yeah!
What I really liked about that was hearing, like at the very end, like, coming soon! Actually, coming sooner than soon, coming now! And it just
Today!
like, it released like 30 minutes later on
Dear
Xbox
God.
One Marketplace.
And
That was
Dead
great.
Randy Savage is like, oh yeah!
And like, there wasn't any like rumors or like leaks or anything about it. Like, it just came as a complete surprise. It was just like, oh yeah, it's out now.
Kind of like the Disney acquisition of Lucasfilm, which was probably in the pipeline for years, but not a single person spoke anything.
No. Not even that. Just not a single person even guessed.
Well, no. This is different. This is a good surprise, Nate.
Regardless of whether or not it was a good surprise, just the fact that something like the Lucasfilm acquisition and Star Wars acquisition by Disney can be kept under wraps for that long. How fucking scary is Disney security?
You better not tell anybody or we'll break your fucking kneecaps off. You think I'm playing? I'm gonna make you a deal you just can't refuse.
Like Mickey Mouse is Al Capone.
Al Capone? That's Mickey Mouse, bitch! The sooner this happens, the sooner we can get Kingdom Hearts 3! Uh-huh. So about EA Access, like, what are your guys' overall thoughts on it?
I have no strong opinion one way or the other because I have no plans of getting anything EA.
I'll have to see more about it. I mean, it sounds really promising, but I don't know. It's EA. They could do something with it. They aren't trustworthy.
In terms of actually, sort of.
They really aren't. Like, not trustworthy at all.
In terms of business practices, they're a pile of shit
Online passes.
for everything.
SimCity is online only. Don't worry, we'll fix it 1 year
Eventually.
later.
And after everyone stopped playing,
When really, some modder just removed one line of code. One line. And fixed it.
yeah, that's fucking despicable.
And it took them a year to do it themselves.
Yeah, just why? But yeah, honestly, EA Access, I'm not interested because Battlefield 4 I'm not touching until it's 100% just done. And even then, I'm not buying premium. I didn't buy premium with Battlefield
I'm really
3.
glad I didn't buy premium.
I'm not
Screw that.
I didn't buy premium with Battlefield 3, and I don't plan to buy premium with Battlefield 3. It's just EA. Stop dicking over your customers. You've been voted worst company in America 2 years in a row. And it's a miracle that you haven't been voted a third time in a row. Unless I'm missing something.
They haven't?
As far as I know.
Like, I remember when they were second time they were voted that, they came back with an excuse like, oh yeah, well what about all these dedicated Origin users that they forced?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Just because they have Origin accounts doesn't mean they use Origin. That's just people that you force to sign up for fucking Origin just so they can play their
shit on
online game.
Steam.
Yeah.
I just made an Origin account 3 days ago for Sims 2 because it's free.
I'm not even going to.
You have to do it to play any EA game online, regardless of the platform. you have to do it to play like Battlefield Bad Company on the Xbox 360.
Kind of like playing some stuff on Steam. Yeah, you have to have a Games Windows Live account.
So let's talk about the 8th generation of game consoles: the Wii U, the PS4, and the Xbox One.
I just think that the Wii U is fun to say. Wii U.
Wow!
Wii! Especially the way that what is it? I think
Everyone call an ambulance! Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
God.
What's the Wii Woo?
I don't know.
Wii U, motherfucker.
Which one do you think is your guys' favorite? Starting with Solar.
Xbox One, obviously.
Okay. Nadal?
The way I see it, I've had very minor experience with the Wii U and no experience with the PS4, while I've had some experience with the Xbox One since I have my own sitting right behind me. But I can't really make any judgments, but if I were to go with what is doing best right now as far as software, the Wii U.
Oh yeah. I actually have not had any personal experience with any of them, but just by looking at what's currently there and speculation for the future.
Well, let's put the future aside for now.
Well, by that I mean like stuff that's kind of already announced for the future.
I'm talking about like in the moment right now, not announced.
I'm saying I'm saying stuff like Destiny and Halo 5 and Hyrule Warriors and stuff. Like that kind of future, not like...
Yeah, even then, like, if just judging what the console has right now, that's personally what I based it on.
Oh, well, Wii U for sure.
Yeah.
I, for one, would say Xbox One, because I don't have many interesting things that I'm looking forward to with the Wii U. I would say the Super Smash Bros. Whenever that comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing that. Maybe if my brothers buy Mario Kart, I'm not going to, because if I buy a party game, I'm not going to have any friends over, because, like, I'm one of those people who will want to do stuff like that, and if it happens to happen, then sweet, I've got something. But, I mean, I'm not going to buy it and have this brand new game sit on my shelf for months.
Hey guys, I got the new Mario Party!
I should come over to your house and play it. Nah, I'm sleeping.
Like in as opposed to most party games that you would see, like the famous Mario Party, or say Pokemon Kingdom or something, or even the current, or hell, not even current, like Brawl and Melee and shit. This actually has a good online multiplayer. It does.
Mario Kart?
Yeah,
yes,
Mario Kart 8
Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 has a fantastic online multiplayer, like little to no actual like lag or latency.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of videos on it. The game looks like tons of fun, especially since I've gotten into the kart racing genre recently. I want to bring up something about the Wii U versus the PS4 and the Xbox One, as well as the general gaming community's thoughts on the 8th generation, putting so much emphasis on 1080p 60 frames per second, when the Xbox One and PS4 don't have nearly as many games as the Wii U doing that exact same thing. And then they put down the Wii U for, well, being kiddie or not having the best specs. Well, who the fuck cares as long as the software is good?
Yeah, exactly.
The Wii U is meant for it's a family-friendly entertainment system.
It's meant for a broad audience, while the Xbox One and PS4 are meant for the people who,
hardcore, quote unquote.
Well, not exactly even
MLG,
hardcore, like
quote,
people
unquote.
who,
No,
not even MLG either.
No,
like
I'm
people,
just joking.
who instead of like, who would play games, including these people, but instead of just the people who would like, play games for fun and with their friends and family, it would be people who see games as an experience, cinematic and interactive, something that they're supposed to be engrossed in and actually like let into part of their lives instead of, an entertaining distraction.
Yeah, and Solar, you said that it's a family-friendly thing, the Wii U. There's nothing inherently wrong with that, especially considering Nintendo's track record. They do not put out games when it's convenient so much as when they are certain that whatever game they're working on has met a certain level of quality, which...
the Nintendo seal of approval.
Which admittedly Sony and Microsoft, more often than not, do not do.
Only with their biggest, like, most well-known developers within that. People like Bungie, and I actually don't know the guys who made Killzone, but them.
So with Microsoft and how like they basically want to get games out as quickly as possible, look at Halo 4. Look at Mass Effect 3.
Mass Effect 3, that game was almost complete except for the ending, which they had to scrap in favor of this really bare bones cut corners ending, but we're not going to talk about that because so many people have talked about it.
That's because
what about the Reaper indoctrination theory?
Well, we're not getting into that. So many other
no.
people have talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not my point. My point, and then look at Halo 4, whereas like, it was not, it should not have been on the Xbox 360.
No.
It just should not. It should have been on the One.
I think it was originally supposed to be a launch title for the Xbox One.
It was.
If it was, I would have bought I know so many people who would have bought an Xbox One, like day one.
Yeah. And if they actually did, hold off until then, I'm pretty sure that there would have been, a better polished and, more finished product.
Just as well, it wouldn't just push this really dated hardware of the 360 to its absolute limits. Whenever I put in Halo 4, the fan just goes fucking nuts for 5 minutes, and then it just gets really quiet.
I remember Halo 4 broke mine.
Yep.
Broke your Xbox?
It overheated it to the point of red ringing.
Really?
This is true. Whenever he started like the third or fourth mission, he couldn't get very far in it because his Xbox would just fucking crash.
Yeah, it would just overheat, crash, and then red ring.
It could have been worse. You could have made the jump at the end of Halo 3.
That's true. Fuck!
Cortana, no!
But back to the 1080p 60 frames discussion, the funny thing is, Nintendo's been doing it for a while, and people give them crap for it, and they're putting so much emphasis on 1080p 60 frames per second when they're not even looking at gameplay. Look, gameplay is what matters at the most.
Does anyone care?
If the gameplay is shit, then what does resolution and frame rate, this 1080p 60 frames per second, really have to do with it?
It just makes it a more engrossing experience, that's really it. Although, I need to say this right here. The Wii U is Nintendo's first HD console, and so far, they haven't really done that much with it, mainly because they're taking, the focus away from, the actual HD of the console.
Hardware.
No. Different parts of the hardware. They're taking it from the HD and putting more focus towards, making the actual, gamepad into a viable option, like, say, with Wind Waker HD, which is amazing. I love it. Actually, no, with the gamepad, it's the inventory. Yeah. And the map, too, but it's mostly the inventory. However, with... not even however. With the new Mario Party coming out, the person on the gamepad plays as fucking Bowser!
Seriously?
Yeah! Which is amazing!
Wait,
I love it!
Zelda game plays as Bowser?
No, Mario Party.
I said the new Mario Party.
Oh, okay.
No, but here's the point I was going to. People keep saying that it matters. When you look at Ocarina of Time on the N64, now, bear in mind, this is considered to be one of the greatest games of all time, even to this day. Do you want to know what the resolution and frame rate of that game was? It was 224p at 20 frames per second.
Well, granted, a lot of people are actually going to look back at it and be like, what the fuck? This looks terrible. Like the visuals didn't age well, and then they actually play it, and then suddenly they start wearing, the rose-colored glasses, and start enjoying it for what it was, or not even for what it was, for what
they think it is.
Well, no, not even for what they think it is. For what it is, also what they think it is, and for the memories that actually came along with it, as they first experienced it.
As someone who has never played a Zelda game, I actually did go through the first dungeon of Ocarina of Time. Granted, it was on an emulator, and I had fun with it. It did not feel terrible. It felt great. I can't say that I agree and that it's the greatest game of all time because, again, I barely played 30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that it's still considered to be one of the greats, even though it's at this low resolution and at this low frame rate. It shows that gameplay is more important. And just for clarification, graphical fidelity and resolution and such, they're different things.
Yeah. Well, actually, hang on. Some people, if you've seen Ecoraptor's new sequelitis, will argue the exact that Ocarina of Time was the exact opposite at the time, that it completely changed its gameplay in order to make the jump to 3D and look all pretty.
Me and Solar are just sitting here like we don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yep.
Okay, I want to say one thing, the very one thing that I'll say about Legend of Zelda. Well, I guess two things. I've never had any interest in those games. Not at all. Not even the tiniest bit. But with Hyrule Warriors, the one that they showed, like...
Yeah.
That actually looks really interesting.
It looks hype as shit, and I want it.
I'm interested in it as well, but here's the thing. Apparently it's being reported that a lot of people are getting really hyped about it. It's really just...
Release date.
But it's not that. It's just Dynasty Warriors in a Zelda skin.
Really
and there's
is.
nothing inherently wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, then again, there is also the Zelda elements of, the actual puzzles and secrets around the map, but that's really it.
It's just that there are people who don't like Dynasty Warriors who are interested in Hyrule Warriors because it's a Zelda skin. Well, guess what? Just because it's Zelda
mostly,
skin...
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's mostly Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, just because it's a Zelda skin doesn't mean you're going to like it. It's like me saying...
Same thing to the Zelda fans who are getting really excited about it. Like if, the regular pace of a 3D Zelda or even 2D top-down Zelda are more your thing, then you're probably not going to like Hyrule Warriors just because it has a Zelda skin,
It's like if I take a look at a game that I don't really like with its gameplay style, like, I'm trying to think of an example that's not Call of Duty. But so let's say you take, like, some random, random just generic thing, and you slap, I don't know, a Doctor Who skin over it. That's not gonna make me like the game. It's just, oh, look, it's got a Doctor Who skin on it. Big fucking deal. Let's talk a little bit about E3. I want to address Sony.
Alright, then I want to get this out of the way. The PS4 press conference was an ego boost. At least that's what I got from it.
That's all it was.
That was just about to say.
Yeah.
That was just what I was about to say, because I'm gonna give my story. I went to see it at a Regal Cinema with some acquaintances from college. And I was thinking, oh, this is going to be some fun. I get to see a Sony conference on the big screen. First off, it fucking dragged. Second, they kept touting how great the hardware was, and it was the most powerful, and then showed a bunch of indie games and just Infamous First Light, which, granted, I like Infamous. I haven't played much of Infamous 2, but
wait,
if I get
another one already?
It's
yeah, I know.
It's like with Infamous 2 Carnival of Blood, where you don't need the game to get the DLC.
Or like Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Yeah, yes, this is a $5 downloadable title.
So like, just pretty much a standalone expansion.
Yes, a standalone expansion. So that was that and Uncharted 4 are the only things that really come to mind. They show a bunch of indie games, which isn't bad, by the way. It's giving these games and their independent developers some recognition. It's just that when you keep going on about how powerful your console is, and then don't show much first-party stuff, then who's really taking advantage of the hardware?
That kind of sends out a bad message for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we made this amazing product, but we're not doing shit with it.
Other people are. And then they talk a little bit about Project Morpheus, but they don't show any of it.
Project Morpheus?
Their VR headset.
The VR headset that Mark Zuckerberg went to go test out because Sony was looking for investors, and then they went and bought Oculus Rift.
Yeah, and then the one big thing about Sony in the press conference that a lot of people had on their minds was if they were going to address the PS Vita. And other than PS Vita TV, all they said was, we have 100 titles in development. And that's all they said.
And then Xbox came along and Microsoft and absolutely destroyed them.
Well, here's the thing about both Microsoft and Sony's conferences. Less so with Sony, more so with Microsoft. They showed more CG trailers than gameplay.
But they did show games.
They showed games, yes.
The Master Chief Collection, yeah.
If you notice, E3 this year and last year, Sony and Microsoft switched. Last year, Xbox was all about showing the hardware, and this year, they were all about games. Last year, PlayStation was all about games, and this year, they're showing off the hardware.
Yeah, they're showing off some games, indie games, but again, that's not a terrible thing.
Every year, Nintendo.
Okay, but those indie games are also on PC. Some of them are also on Xbox, like No Man's Sky. Super excited for that.
Yeah, but anyway, the thing about the PS4 right now is that, yes, you've got the most powerful hardware. Use it! Whereas Microsoft, they're on damage control right now. They're still hurting from last year. So they're trying to just show games and just not even mention the Kinect at all.
Actually get people excited to actually use their product, you know?
Here's the thing that
Anniversary already increased the stocks of Xbox One.
Goddamn right it did!
Yeah, with Halo 2 Anniversary, that alone made people excited. You didn't even have to include the rest of the Master Chief Collection, just Halo 2, and people probably would have bought the Xbox One in droves, because not just because Halo 2 is coming back, not just because there's a Halo 5 beta, not just because of these redone cutscenes by Blur, but because Halo 2 multiplayer is coming back. That's the big thing.
Blur did the cutscenes?
You know that?
Oh, shit!
Okay, if you look at them, it is amazing. Speaking of Blur...
Have you seen the cinematic trailer for it yet?
Yeah, I have. I didn't notice that it was Blur, though. God damn!
That last bit at the end was Sergeant Johnson. Dear God.
Yeah, Blur did Halo Wars and they did Halo 4. It's beautiful. The thing is...
Grave minds, man. Grave minds.
Oh!
At some point, we will see. The thing is, Microsoft is trying their best to get first or second party titles out there, exclusive stuff. And I'm not saying that Sony's not trying to get some exclusives out there. It's just right now, they're just really high and mighty. Really high and mighty. They're touting their hardware, which, you know, go ahead. You've got the best hardware, but don't be a fucking dick about it.
Just shut up and use it, you know?
Be like how Sony and Microsoft were to each other at the launch of their respective consoles. Congratulate each other. Just be nice.
No, yeah, exactly. Don't just be sitting there screaming about how big your dick is if you know you're never gonna use it.
Oh! Oh!
Shots fired!
Well, I made a dick-shaped audio file just now. You said Microsoft is hurting. They sold 5 million Xbox Ones. I don't think they're hurting.
I think it's less of financially hurting and more of, publicity hurting.
Yeah, the publicity.
I mean, really? Publicity? I mean, there's no
publicity is actually a big deal.
It is.
Especially in the marketing industry, you know?
If the public is not on your side, they will not buy your product.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, which is why there was no one in support of the Xbox One when they still had all the DRM stuff confirmed. I mean, there were people that were still going to pick up an Xbox One, but the majorities just said, fuck it.
Yeah, and it's kind of the reason why there is, you know, if there's a ton of people, you know, all pissed off about, well, how should I put this? There was a ton of people, kind of angry about the way that Sony and Microsoft were handling things with their new systems at E3, and then there's Nintendo coming along, actually talking about what the people were there to hear about, you know? The games.
And showing the games, and showing stuff.
Something I noticed, if you look, the way they started off the conferences, Microsoft was yeah, everyone's done really great, and, they were saying, these guys did this cool stuff, and then they went on with their stuff. Nintendo hired the guys who made Robot Chicken and said, here, make some interesting stuff that's entertaining for people. You know we're gonna make fun of you. Go ahead! And so they did that.
Yeah.
And first of all, that was fucking hilarious.
It really was.
It was awesome. I didn't watch it live, but it was awesome.
Starbucks. When's Brothers 3 coming?
Shut the fuck up.
That would actually be me. I'm sorry. I actually really like Mother 3. I fucking love it.
But then Sony came on, and then they said I don't have a quote, but basically what they said was if games aren't in HD, they're not good.
That is no.
Yeah. I heard that. I'm like, are you fucking
Minecraft.
kidding me?
Hello.
Yeah, look at Minecraft. That's the top-selling game right now.
The thing is, HD is referring to resolution. Minecraft can be anywhere from 144p to 4K.
That's true.
I'm bringing up the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time thing again because, again, 224p, 20 frames per second, often hailed as the greatest game of all time.
They announced a 5K TV earlier today.
5K.
5K.
What's the
Who the
God
fuck
damn.
would want a
5K
4K TV? Oh no,
5K.
I need a 5K TV.
Nobody
I want the
uses...
resolution to be so good I can smell the shit in their pores.
No!
I want to smell the graphics.
Nobody uses 5K. No industry uses 5K.
Let me
There's
taste
no
how much
fucking
money you're
point.
pouring down the drain on all those polygons.
Introducing the gold-plated Xbox One. Now
with 5K TV.
Except the Xbox One only ships with a 4K cord, so you'll have to go out and buy a new 5K cord.
You get a 4K.
Don't be talking shit about that, man. I'm still hurting. I still only have an SD one with my current fucking 360.
A moment of silence.
That was horrible. That was terrible. That key was completely off.
Back on the topic of the 8th generation of consoles, Microsoft, they've got more games that are appealing to me right now than Sony. And it's not like I'm totally against Sony. No, I appreciate the efforts of all three of the console manufacturers, and I intend to get all three of the consoles at some point. I mean, right now, I own all three from the previous generation, the Wii, the 360, and the PS3.
Took a while, but you did it.
It took a while. I only just officially purchased the PS3. At the end of the day, it's all about the games, and I think Sony is... I don't want to say Sony's losing sight of it, because they're giving a lot of indie support, but they're... And I'm pretty sure they've got plenty of projects in development. You know, they've got Uncharted 4, for example, and they've got Last of Us...
There's a lot of stuff, like a lot of drama that's going.
Uncarded.
There's a lot of drama that's going on with Uncharted
and Naughty Dog.
Yeah, like supposedly the Last of Us guys got like really big for the britches. Like they got like really like, we made this game that everyone can't stop talking about. It's amazing. Even the multiplayer is pretty cool. Yeah, and supposedly like they just kicked the whoever was in charge of Uncharted, just kicked him out. Like the lead writer just sort of like just took their job.
Just like, fuck you.
The thing about Uncharted is that apparently it wasn't in the cards to make an Uncharted 4. Naughty Dog wanted to go ahead with a new IP.
Uncarded.
There you go. And they may be more or less being forced into making this Uncharted 4, but I don't know the full story.
It's possible.
Naughty Dog wants to go ahead with a new IP right now. I understand that. And in recent articles, it's been revealed that buying back Crash Bandicoot and rebooting that, or going ahead with a
Jak and Daxter.
Yeah, and or Jak 4. That's on the table. And if they do Jak 4, I am totally for it.
No pun intended.
Oh. I didn't think about that. But Naughty Dog is one of Sony's biggest studios right now. And if they can
has been since the very beginning. Them and Insomniac.
Yeah, them and Insomniac are two of Sony's biggest studios. Granted, Insomniac right now is doing Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, which I'm actually pretty excited about.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Sunset Overdrive. It comes out in October.
The preview, well, not even the preview, the hands-on demo, from what I hear, is actually kind of sluggish and like not really much of what you see in trailers and stuff.
That doesn't seem to really surprise me.
What games like really stood out for you guys at E3?
New stuff or just in general?
Like, I would say new stuff. Things like they just announced or they showed like first gameplay of.
That they showed first gameplay of.
First gameplay, damn it.
Master Chief Collection, obviously.
Okay. I agree with that.
Infamous First Light. Yoshi's Woolly World caught my eye.
Oh, Yoshi's Woolly World looks fantastic, and a new canvas curse. I'm so excited about that.
Is that like
I loved
Kirby's Epic
the
Yarn?
original
or
no. Kirby Canvas Curse. It was, well, now it's I don't remember the new name of it. I think it's the Rainbow Curse. It was the one for the DS where it was played entirely with the touchscreen. Kirby was just a ball, and you like drew lines to guide him around and like give him a track, and it was so fun. I loved it, and I am so excited to actually see him get one for like a sequel for the Wii U. It looks amazing already. The art style is fantastic. Everything being just kind of clay, you know. Nintendo has a way with unique art styles, with from like the kind of like cartoony cel shading with Wind Waker to, the yarn motif with both Woolly World and Curb's Epic Yarn, along with
Especially
new
Woolly
colors-
World.
Especially Woolly World. It looks like something that I just want to reach my hand through the screen and just. Ugh.
Yeah, it just looks so damn good. Splatoon is another one that really caught my eye.
Splatoon kind of caught my eye, but it looks, well, kind of like you would be doing the same thing over and over and over. It looks very, very repetitive.
Assassin's Creed. What did you guys think of that?
Meh.
Really?
Eh.
Are you kidding me?
I'm just
I sat
indifferent
there
to
and just
Assassin's Creed.
Kind of just
like
a bigger.
I'm lucky.
Kind of just. It's kind of just a bigger, fucking Assassin's Creed Revelation, really.
Here's what I was looking at. I'm like, the French Revolution. That looks cool. The colors are a lot more vibrant. I'm like, this is awesome. Look, the free running is a lot more like fluid, and even there's even parkour down now. Thank God, so I don't have to jump off a cliff whenever I want to go down a story.
Parkour down, get 10 out of 10 game of the year.
Oh, well, I climbed up a little too far. Time to jump off into this hay bale. Jump off this fucking cliff. Yeah. Now there's parkour down. And then, like, I'm watching this. I'm like, this already looks amazing. And then I see, like, 3 other players come in. Now that looks amazing. I'm really excited about that.
On a technical level, it looks interesting, considering that they can have that many people on screen and have them all be different. But in terms of gameplay, it just looks like Assassin's Creed, except now it's got co-op. What do you fucking do? It's just Assassin's Creed with the flavor of the month.
Pretty much.
There's a lot more co-op stuff coming out.
Co-op is actually an amazing thing that I was very disappointed to see being left out of a lot of the stuff in the last gen. Well, I guess now you can say last gen with 360 and PS3 and stuff.
Yeah, it was last gen.
This E3, like, the general focus was, like, co-op, if you notice. Did you guys see Rainbow Six Siege?
No.
I didn't, but what new Rainbow Six?
Wait, you haven't heard about this?
Oh, yeah,
No.
I
Dear
saw
God.
that. Oh my
I
god.
have
Okay,
not.
okay. Have you played Payday?
Yes.
Okay.
I love the shit out of Payday and
Okay,
Payday 2.
imagine Payday 2, except it's 2 teams, alright? It's 2 teams of 5. And it's, there's a SWAT team, and there's, like, robbers or burglars or whatever they are. They go into a house, and they can fortify it. Like, they have 30 seconds to, like, put up barriers, traps, barbed wire, so on and so forth. Close the windows, and they have to get the hostage and hold on to her for like a certain amount of time.
Really?
Yes, but the SWAT team, you get to choose like where the helicopter, the vehicle, whatever you're in, will drop you off and how you'll go in. You can go in through the garage, you can bust through the first door, or what they did was they had everyone go on the roof. They had one person rappel all the way down, go over there, and get into a sniper position, like away from the house. And they had these 4 people get on rappels and go like on the corner of the house where they saw some movement inside earlier. Like they had a little drone, whatever. They set up dead packs and blew through the wall, killing the guys.
Shit.
Okay, everyone has 1 life in that.
Oh, shit.
You can go down and get revived, but like everyone has 1 life in that, and it looks absolutely amazing. It's
YOLO
like
the game.
it's Payday 5v5, but also you know the Levolution in Battlefield. No,
Yeah.
take that times 20. It's amazing.
Oh, okay. Before going into this conversation, I was dead set on Nintendo. Now, I'm getting fucking conflicted.
You think I'm conflicted? I'm getting some random Skype thing from Sonia Welton, who's apparently 23 and female, looking for someone to talk to.
Yeah, no.
Okay, here's the thing. The Ubisoft
Hot singles
conference,
available in your area of Rhode Island.
Here's the thing, the Ubisoft conference, I'm thinking, it's not gonna be much. They open up with Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4 actually looks really interesting, especially
It
with
does.
that elephant.
It really does.
That fucking
that
elephant.
That goddamn elephant. And the antagonist, looks very, gripping and, well, boss-like.
Yeah.
I didn't see
and
the
like they even
Ubisoft
say like, he's
conference.
gonna stick through. It's not gonna be like he dies after the first couple missions like Boss did. Spoiler. They open up with Far Cry 4. I'm thinking, wow, they open up with Far Cry 4. How are they gonna close it out? And like immediately they wanted to say we like to open big and go out bigger. I'm thinking, how are they gonna go out bigger? Well,
Elephant.
Nope. they ended with Rainbow Six Siege, which after they announced that, they're like, okay, by the way, we're canceling Patriots. They showed off more Assassin's Creed. That looked really interesting. I'm really excited for that. I don't understand the whole controversy about the no female characters. I mean, really, who gives a shit?
It's just no female playable characters because...
It's just White Knight Guardians.
Because White Knight Guardians and feminists. Because immediately after that, they were, well, rather, people asked about that, and their response was, it would double the amount of work, and then everybody just went nuts, like, these people are sexist, they're lazy, they're this, they're that, but you actually have to think about it.
No! That would cost so much more money. They would have to hire 3D modelers to come back in, and so that they could get a single playable female character. Really? This is their game. This is their decision.
Not even just, modelers. There's modelers, animators, all the customization stuff, full voice acting for both of them. People, I mean, they've done it with they've done it before with, with Mass Effect, FemShep. But then
that was
again,
from
that
the
was just
beginning.
that was just a small body switch, a voice change, and just a different headset. That's it. Well,
and animation.
Well, what Assassin's Creed would have to do would be, completely different. Like everything,
Because of free room, we don't want boobs flying through objects.
The main thing about it with Assassin's Creed versus Mass Effect, though, is that with Mass Effect, male and female characters both being in the game was planned from the beginning. With Assassin's Creed 3, it's so far into the development and it's so close to the release date that they would have to do so much in so little time.
Since everything else is already, really, pretty much, well, sort of complete. But again, there would also have to be, with the actual nature of Assassin's Creed, the way that Assassin's Creed actually plays, with all the parkour and the actual fluidity of that and the combat and all the animations, there would actually have to be completely new animations made for combat, all the different weapons and weapon types, and clothes, making sure that they don't all clip, and all the customization stuff, all completely new stuff to actually fit in with the new anatomy and the new style of this character, which they would have to, and people are saying oh, they're just too lazy because they said that it would double the workload, and,
but
they say that's a bunch of bullshit. But you have to think about it. If they did all this shit just for one character, and then you have to do it again, that's making 2 workloads, effectively doubling the goddamn workload.
1 + 1 does not equal 1.5, guys. And it doesn't equal 3 either. This isn't sex. And anyone that decides to come after Frank calling him a sexist, no. He's telling the truth.
You just gotta think logically, which people really just don't seem to do these days. I mean...
Because everyone's really PC and they want gender equality.
Everything's all about political correctness, but you need to actually think logically, You can't just take things as a knee-jerk reaction, like saying... I'm not even gonna... I kind of had a whole rant plan, but then that's kind of completely off topic and doesn't have shit to do with video games, so let's just go back.
Here's the thing. It seems like there are some, sexist things that, really make no sense. The Assassin's Creed thing, I don't care. Some people may, I really don't. And then there was, that whole thing when, BioShock Infinite came out, people were saying how, they were putting down females because Elizabeth was on the back of the box instead of on the front.
So what?
Considering you don't play as Elizabeth, that kind of makes sense. But the thing is, though, she's the best goddamn character to come out of the BioShock anything.
This is really starting to reek of Anita Sarkeesian.
Yep. Oh god, no.
We've unleashed the fury!
No,
okay, so, 8th generation!
We're already on the subject. Okay.
8th generation!
No, we're moving on, we're not talking about it anymore.
Nope. Poor Ken Levine.
What just happened? I zoned out.
We just opened Pandora's box and Solar's just like, what?
I'm explaining! You can't stop me. Ken Levine said, I think it was on Reddit, how he doesn't want anyone sending him pictures of Elizabeth naked or any fan art or fan fiction. or any videos.
Oh, we're talking about Rule 34?
Yes.
Woo! Jumping in.
Okay. Or any videos of Source filmmaker of Elizabeth having sex with someone. Like he said, because he worked on that character for so long. In fact, like if you think about it, like it looks like he had Bioshock 1 and Infinite like completely scripted story-wise before he even finished Bioshock 1. And so, like he said, basically when I see that, it's like seeing my daughter getting fucked. And I mean, really, that's not something a father would want to see. And then, well, I'm sorry, but that was a stupid move. Asking people on the internet to be like courteous. Yeah,
to
after
be
that,
civil
literally,
towards
like,
anybody.
just the subreddit was just created of nothing but Elizabeth porn.
Anyway, I think we should wrap up this podcast with some quick thoughts about the 8th generation. Right now, I think that the Wii U is going to get a lot better in sales after its phenomenal reception at E3. The Xbox One has doubled in sales since the Connectless bundle's been put out. PS4, I think, is going to coast for a little while. I don't really see it losing sales like significantly anytime soon. But Sony really needs to bring out more exclusives because right now, suffice it to say, and most people would agree with me, Microsoft did a much better job at E3 this year than Sony.
For sure.
I would definitely agree with that.
But in the long run, right now, for sure, Nintendo was winning the exclusives game, but Microsoft is starting to catch up. They definitely got a huge boost with the announcement of the Master Chief Collection.
Like they even like said like before E3 that they were focusing like only on games and like showing off like their new Xbox One update. They just threw it out in a Twitter post. I mean, that was just showing off that they're not showing anything console-wise. They're just showing off games at E3.
Which was a smart move.
It was a very smart move. Yeah.
Alright, so PT, your thoughts on the generation, how it's been going, how it's doing now, and where it's going to go?
I think it had a little bit of a rocky start for some consoles. For some, it was... Well, for Wii U, it didn't really like catch on until just recently.
It didn't even really start until
Xbox
recently.
One is like increasing popularity now that it's dropped the Kinect and all the other stuff no one cared about. Even though the Kinect is very useful. PlayStation 4, it seems like that's really in the lead, and it has a really smooth launch ahead of it. And it even, I mean, my preference in games, I would have to say Wii U and Xbox One, no particular order. But
I never thought I'd ever hear you say that you have a preference to the Wii U games.
Oh no.
I know you're not in any particular order, but I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
Oh, of course, I have a Wii U.
Yeah, you don't really play it though.
Well, yeah, that's until Super Smash Bros.
Good.
Damn right. Oh, I'm so excited
That's
for
the
that.
whole reason I got a Wii U. I literally new Super Smash Bros. On Wii U. I told my brother about that. He went out and bought a Wii U immediately. And so
Mega Man,
I'm just
Lucina,
gonna
Robin,
mooch off it.
Palutena. Oh my god!
I'd say this generation is going smooth. And now Solar.
I'm just gonna abridge what PT said, and it's good. Yeah.
It's good. Quoted
It's
from
good,
Solar.
Yes.
Someone here didn't seem to have very much to say today.
It's good.
Nope.
Solar Storm, July 29, 2014.
He's good.
Just get I just want to get a picture of Chris with a thumbs up with kind of just a moot face, put it on a gold seal, and it says it's good.
Okay, his
Anyone who's
intimidating
listening, can you do
face
that
would
right
just
now?
be
The
perfect.
Solar Storm seal of approval.
Perfect.
It's good.
Oh my god.
Oh, on the current generation, pretty much, yeah, exactly what you said. It was very rough to start for everybody, especially Nintendo, considering that the Wii U has been out for well over a year, and it hasn't even really got on very well until
Recently.
Yeah, until recently, especially around these announcements with, say,
Smash
Hyrule
Brothers.
Warriors, Smash Brothers especially, and the release of Mario Kart 8.
I think that's it for this podcast. I got a lot to edit. We've been recording for over 2 hours. This was supposed to be 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and now it's just going to be so much longer.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Good.
anxiously watching the time, wait a minute, I'm not editing this. I don't care anymore.
Alright, so I think we're done for
Alright,
tonight.
let's exit in the way we introduced, I'd say.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends. Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance
with
with
it.
it.
No friends of mine.
God damn it.
Alright, so, that's it for the first N07 podcast.
Hope y'all enjoyed it.
Hopefully next week will be another one, because I do have the topic for that already planned, and I already have the guest list prepared. I just need to ask 2 of those people on the list to take part. So, this has been Andrew Blewett of N07 Productions.
The same motherfucker as stated before.
The orange-flavored motherfucker from WBE Productions.
And Wacko the Christian Bible Clone from Dead Ring Studios.
Wacko, the Christian Bible Clown.
We're done here.
Yep. Bleep bloop.
Bye-bye.
Later, everybody.